Hey, I'm Kieran. So, in this video I'm going to talk about something that kids these days would be able to relate to, but not the one I'm talking about. Because this series I'm talking about was first started showing in 1993 when I was born. It was like my most favourite TV series ever. What I'm talking about is Power Rangers. The Power Rangers series was created by a company called Saban Entertainment. It was a show about a team of superheroes in like power suits that could morph. They fought evil and it was so good. I don't know how, but I watched the original series, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, when I was a baby, and I loved that series. Up until I turned 16, I loved every single Power Rangers series. But when I turned 16, I started to grow up and mature, and I started seeing Power Rangers as a childish thing. But one thing I can do is, I can say every single Power Rangers series from when I was born to when I turned 16, because I remember every single one. I'll show you. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, that was season 1, 2 and 3. Then there was the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers, Zeo, Turbo, In Space, Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force, Wild Force, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, 3D, Mystic Force, and Operation Overdrive. This series was an American version of a Japanese show called Super Sentai. Also, I only remember that I was brought, and I don't remember any of it. But I was brought to a show on stage of Power Rangers when I was like 3 or 4 years old, or even younger, by my aunt. And I don't remember it at all, but I watched the video on YouTube and it looked amazing, and I probably loved it since I love Power Rangers as a baby. And now to kind of rant about this season as well. I realised that every single Power Rangers season that was released wasn't 1 year from when it started that they didn't release a season. Even if they didn't release a brand new season, they released something. Season 1 was out in 1993, Season 2 was out in 1994, 1995, 3 and the movie of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. In 1996, the Alien Power Rangers, and Zeo Power Rangers, because the Alien Rangers was a quite short season. 1997, the Turbo movie was released, and then the series was released after it. Then 1998, In Space, 1999, Lost Galaxy, 2000, Lightspeed Rescue, 2001, Time Force, 2002, Wild Force, 2003, Ninja Storm, 2005, Dino Thunder, 2006, Mystic Force, 2007, Operation Overdrive, 2008, Jungle Fury, 2009, Power Rangers RPM, 2010, there was no new series released, but they remade the quality of the season 1 episode. 2011 and 2012, Power Rangers The Samurai and Super Samurai. 2013, since it was the 20th anniversary of Power Rangers, they released a series called Power Rangers Mega Force. The series had a couple of Power Rangers we know from the older series. Also, 2014, there was a thing called Super Mega Force, which was where they could morph into any of the old Power Rangers. Then I found out there was a season called Power Rangers Dino Charge, which is the new season that's released next year. I gotta say, they are running out of ideas. They really are. Because if you think about it, Power Rangers the original season was good. It was awesome. But if you think about it, Power Rangers Dino Thunder was basically the idea being used again. But the good thing is, Tommy Oliver from the original series was actually brought into it. I found out like that season there, the new season 2015, Dino Charge, it's another Dinozord type series. So that's just using the same idea again. Turbo's released. Then there's this show called, it was Operation Overdrive, which I liked. That was a copy of Turbo. Then they released a show called RPM, which is the exact same thing, which is like the same idea used 3 times. In the original series they had animals at one point, and I can think that's where they got Wild Force. Also they were doing ninjas in the original series too, which means Ninja Storm was copied as well. Ideas, and they're kind of used over and over again, and I think it's getting kind of boring, and I just don't want to see them go on anymore. But if kids of this time are loving Power Rangers, then I will not stop them. I want kids to feel the exact same thing I felt when I was a kid watching Power Rangers. The one thing I gotta say, I love saying now, since I watched the original series again a couple of weeks ago, was in the original series, the guy called Billy, who was a blue Power Ranger, always said more phenomenal, which is basically phenomenal, but he put morph as the Power Ranger. And now I say it sometimes, and every time I say it, I annoy my brother because he hated that. It's like prodigious Digimon. This is Power Rangers, not Digimon. But yeah, Power Rangers was an awesome series. If you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you didn't, a thumbs down. I don't mind. This video was just kind of just talking about Power Rangers because I had so much love with it when I was a kid, and I will always love it. Those old series, because there's series that if you didn't like Power Rangers, then there's series that you loved as a kid and you still watch today. Okay, well, more phenomenal. Bye guys.